Let us continue with our lesson, and today we'll go and continue with our display method. And on a previous lesson we learned about the display method to write in our table level, and we populate that return value in our form. But today we'll go and see about the display method in our form level. So how to write a display method in our form level. And but it's recommended that we always write a display method in our table level. So but I will show you how we can also make use of a display method or display method in our form form side. So first of all, let's go and go to our employee form over here. And on the, if you open the employee form, what I want to do is I want to show a gender which is come from the employee. If you open the employee form, so I want to show that a gender, sorry, I want to show the age over here. Gender is already there, but I want to show, after gender I want to show the age too. So for that, what we'll do is we will create a display method over here. So let's go to the data source. Basically you can also do it in the form method, but I think let's go to our data source. And in the data source, I'll just, in the employee I can add a, like what, I can add a new method over here. And the new method, what we'll say it as a display. So the modifier should be display display, and the return type, it should be of, if you want to return, I think what we are returning over here is a DOB. So date of birth is a date, so we need to say as a, the return type as a, let's say as a date, uh, date. So return type we can say as a date, and the method is we say as a emp DOBR, employee date of birth. And basically we have to take get emp employee, and we call it as a employee employee table variable. And I'll just say select. What I want to select is I want to select our DOB from employee employee from employee table, where employee employee dot employee ID is equals to, so here we need to equal to from our data source, which is a employee skill dot employee ID. So how to get an employee skill is that we can just pass a parameter over here, and we can just call it as a ZEMP, get employee skill, and we can just call it as a EMP skill. And after we call it as employee skill, what we just call it as the employee skill dot employee ID. So that should be fine, and we will just return the employee and employee dot date of birth. So date of birth, DOB, the employee, the date of birth. That should be our display method. And what I will do is I will just, we have this one, let me add into our grid. So just drag this one, and after gender I want to show that one. And on the data source uses the data method, and a data source, don't forget to add a data source. Data source is employee. So data source basically will be our parameter for that field or display method. So let's open, so we can see the date of birth is also added for us. So basically on a table, on if we add a display method on our form level, we should always put a, we should always add, we need to add a parameter over here. So if we move this one, let's move this one to, okay, where is that method? So EMP, so I'll just move this one to over here, just save this one, and that should have changed anything. Data source, no. Okay, so everything is look fine. And let me open it again, and we should still get the same result. So we can write in our form level form method or data source method. So if we should always, when we write a method in our form level, if you check that the code, if you view the code, you can see that we have passed a parameter over here, which is a table, the table that we are going to use, the table variable, and we selected the employee ID, and the employee ID is equals to the employee skill or the data source. So this get employee skill should be in our data source. So if you go to data source, so that's added over here. So if the employee skill, that employee skill is not in our data source, then this display method will not work, because we are passing a data source over here. So basically this table should be in our data source. So this is our data source, and this the table, the table is over here, right? So table name, so that we are passing to as a parameter. So just make sure that when we are creating a display method in our form level, so we need to make sure we have pass a parameter of a table for our query, and make sure that table is in our data source. And also it's recommended that we don't make use of a method in our form level. We should always make use of our employee, sorry, not the employees. We should always make use of a table wherever possible for our display method, because if you write a method in our table level, that method can be used anywhere, wherever we can make use of a table. So that's it for this lesson, and hope you enjoyed this one, and we'll continue with our lesson on the next video. Till then, have a great day.